Now, with just few days to the end of COP28 in Dubai, and a section of African group leaders continue to express dissatisfaction as far as financing is concerned as it pertains to the Loss and Damage and Adaptation Fund, citing that these issues have not been adequately addressed. This coming amidst Kenya bagging a whopping $600 billion in terms of deals in the COP28. That is just part of what continues to shape the news this weekend. And also we have our very own Brian Kimani, who is tracking the developments in the COP28 just as it remains 4 days to the end of this year's COP. That and so much more is what you're tracking for you. Also, your own KBC Lunchtime News. Byron Abuli is my co-anchor, and I'm Doreen Arange. Welcome to the broadcast. We begin with MSMEs, where the government has been urged to create an enabling environment for the growth of micro, small and medium enterprises. Traders in soapstone artifacts in Kisii say that most MSMEs were struggling to stay afloat in the harsh economic times. They also want road infrastructure leading to their workstations improved to attract more local and international tourists.
At the Kisii Soapstone Art Center in Tabaka, South Mugirango, soapstone artisans are busy at work, carefully crafting masterpieces. Every hand movement is well calculated. The end product, a reflection of hours of hard work and skill. From time to time, both local and international tourists make stopovers to either marvel at or purchase the artwork before proceeding to other destinations.
I've looked at the piece of wood here and the way things have come out of that piece of wood. It is wonderful.
The carvings are beautiful, and I think what they capture is the Kenyan culture beautifully, and it really captures what this country is about. The beauty of it. This is my first time in Kenya.
And good quality, it's good products. I used to have them before. When I was a little boy, I used to buy them. And I have some back in my house in England. And we've just bought some more. Bought some of these to take back for the children back home.
And I think this skill should be further developed. And now that we have had the Open University in Kenya, led by Professor Mwenga in Nairobi, I think we should get the locals develop their skills further, because they don't even ask any qualification. I can see very skilled people here.
The traders, however, have their fair share of challenges and are calling on the government to provide an enabling environment for their businesses to thrive.
Money has become very expensive. The current loans we take now, because the interest rates are very high. So can the government look for some fund which can be given to these artisans so that they get that money, they can carve their own things, carry them to Nairobi or Kisumu, sell those things.
The two levels of government have been urged to fast-track development of infrastructure such as roads, electricity connectivity and provision of modern machinery to soapstone mining locations for ease of operation. Nancy Okware, Lunchtime News.
And border operators within Meru County have been sensitized on road safety and basic first aid techniques during the festivals. A group known as Youths for Boy Child has been traversing various border parking stages within Meru County with expertise on road safety to sensitize the border operators on various road safety measures. According to Kenton Mudavia, the founder of the group, the aim is to reduce cases of road accidents witnessed during December holidays. The group also donated reflector jackets to the border operators.
Vifo vingi sana zimepatikana kama last year peke yake. More than 4,600 people lost their life. Kwa nini walitupa maisha yao? Kwa sababu kuna mtu ambaye hakufanya jambo ambalo alikuwa anafaa kufanya.
Tumeangazia haya maneno ya basic first aid skills, sababu vijana wengi wa bodaboda wanapopata ajali katika barabara zetu, unapata ya kwamba wengi wao wanakimbilia kupigana na yule ambaye amekosa hiyo ajali bila ya kutaka kujua, kwa hivyo wanaacha mwenzao pale akiumia.
Waendeshaji wa pikipiki mahali walipo wote wawe waangalifu katika barabara zetu, wawe wanabeba watu na mizigo ambayo inatosea kwa pikipiki.
And now to the latest on the university funding model, where a section of university students want the government to stop the implementation of the new higher education funding model for public universities and vocational training institutions. In a meeting in Nakuru, students from different universities claimed the new funding model is presenting a challenge in accessing education loans, hence frustrating their quest for higher education. Additionally, they poked holes into the categorization of students into 3 categories of vulnerable, less vulnerable, and able, saying that that system is flawed.
It's like coming next year, the freshers, they may drop out of the school because of the help sector. This university, our parents are suffering so much. Some of us come from papalism backgrounds where there is no nothing. When they say the new method of the help, we just say no to it as the comrades. Yeah, because it's a burden to us and burdens to parents.
Power. Comrades power. Yet that if they don't want to help us, let them tell us that we don't have help, instead of cheating us that apply for help, and then at the end of the day, we don't get that money. Up to date, we have most of the comrades that they have deferred, and some of them have been forced to go back home because they don't have money.
We are saying 2 things. At least the government to go back to the old financing model, at least. But our recommendation is free university and colleges education, because that is what the Constitution is saying, that education is a basic right.
And away from that uproar by students, we now move to some bit of politics now, where the Democratic Action Party leader Eugene Wamalwa has castigated politicians who have failed to honor their election pledges to the electorate, saying their inaction is affecting Kenyans. Speaking at a conference organized for peace, Wamalwa said all Kenyans of goodwill must work together to ensure that they eliminate corruption, which he says is a major threat to economic progress in the country.
Hadi na uongo ukiweko unatumiza sote. Swala hili sasa, uwe Muislamu, uwe Mkristo, bei ya mafuta ikipanda, bei ya vyakula, sote tunaumia. Na siku hii tukiwa hapa leo, tunataka tuseme ya kwamba wale wote wafisadi katika serikali hii wachukuliwe hatua ili Wakenya waweze kupata haki.
Elsewhere, poor network coverage in the North Rift County of Baringo has been identified as one of the major hindrances in fighting insecurity in the area. Speaking in Mogosho ICT, Principal Secretary John Tanui noted that the ministry was going to engage the network service providers such as Safaricom and Airtel to help improve network coverage in the county. On his part, Mogosho MP Ruben Kiborek noted improved network coverage in Baringo will help track down bandits in the vast areas of Baringo North, South and Tiati.
But in the larger Baringo, we have a bigger challenge because of insecurity. Some areas are not accessible to network, and it becomes very difficult to track cattle rustlers. It becomes very difficult to coordinate in terms of cattle rustling and attack and emergencies.
Coverage is key for economic development, is critical for our security, and even useful for our education and even the e-commerce and the digital space that we are really caring to progress our country towards.
And now nearly 1,500 small-scale farmers in Migori County have benefited from a drought mitigation program courtesy of Food and Agriculture Organization in collaboration with the First Bridge Foundation. The program supports farmers to enhance food production in semi-arid regions by delivering resilient crops and animal feeds. Speaking during the flagging off ceremony of animal feeds in Wiga village, Migori Governor, Dr. Ochilo Ayako, emphasized the significance of this farm's inputs in achieving food sufficiency in the county. Each farmer will also receive 12,000 shillings.
Our people have benefited from drought-resistant seeds, and among the seeds that our people have been given and will continue receiving are seeds for sorghum and seeds for other related crops that will be useful to our people.
Animals again walk a lot, but if they have feed, they will be put somewhere. They will get the feed where they are. The more animals walk, the ratio of meal goes down. These projects are successful because it has seen people who could not afford even to buy seed to have some production in the field now.
Moving on, a section of Muslim clerics in Mombasa have now condemned the pulling down of the spouse of the Deputy President Dorcas Rigath's Facebook account. The account was reportedly pulled down over her unwavering commitment to the fight against LGBTQ. The religious leaders are now demanding her account be deactivated further, calling on Muslim faithfuls to be steadfast and join Pastor Dorcas in the fight against LGBTQ in the country.
Kwa hiyo mama anasimamia andiko sambamba na sisi Waislamu tunavyosimamia andiko letu. Hana kosa, hana baya. Mbona akosewe heshima namna hii? Kumfungia akaunti yake ya Facebook, jambo la kitoto, jambo la mtu mwenye akili finyo sana. Kwa hiyo sisi kama viongozi wa kidini tunamhimiza mama yetu mpendwa, anachokisimamia mbele ya Mungu kina kheri, Mwenyezi Mungu anakifurahia, aendelee kukisimamia kiko hicho.
Mama amesimama kwa kulizungumzia na kukemea swala kama hili, lakini natija yake ni kufanyiwa kinyume cha sheria kama hii. Kwa hiyo sisi tunaomba aweze kufunguliwa akaunti yake, ni haki yake kuyazungumza kama Mkenya yoyote anayo haki ya kuzungumza na kukemea yale ambayo hayaendi sawa na maadili ya dini, hayaendi sawa hata na utamaduni wetu wa Afrika.
And just to make a correction on that is the clerics are now asking for her account to be activated, not deactivated. Well, that is what takes us on our first break this Sunday afternoon. Plenty more coming away after this breather. Stay with us.
I'm joined by fantastic individuals who, in their own one way or another, are making an impact on the lives of those who are affected with breast cancer.
So what the Cancer Cafe does is just bring people together over a cup of tea. We discuss this difficult condition called cancer. And the whole idea is to put it in an environment that is positive energy.
Our initiatives are around, first of all, building a thriving community for female bikers. We also have the initiatives around breast cancer, which is called Bikers for Boobies. That's our initiative, which we've been running for 4 years now.
So initially it was all about doing a ride, getting together a group of ladies in different categories, getting somebody to come and talk to us about cancer, what it is, how to screen, when to screen. It's not about being out there because a man can do it. It's just because it gives us the freedom to just be.
Do you blame me for everything that is happening about your shamba?
Kama ungemleta kwa maisha yetu, hatungekuwa hapa tuko sahi.
Ulikuwa unaona akiwa malaika. Wewe ukushuku alikuwa mkora?
What exactly does Jackie do the whole day?
Analala kwa hiyo kiti, ana watch movie na kukula. Na sasa kama unasikia uchungu, so ni join ukuje tuone naye movie.
I'm so sorry, Jen.
I never got the chance to hold that baby or push it. Pigano wengine mashani kama wewe unapigano wanga mbinguni, sawa? Amen, amen. Hata ndio inafanya ndoa yako isimame. Unaweza picha umepiga, angalia kwa hizo picha atakwambia nini nimebaki hii baga. Haya. Hebu toka kwa njeni bila nikusukuma.
Wacha kusema.
Wewe uone nini kama baraka in these guys? Je, kupoteza huyo mtoto mnazarudiana?
Si Jackie uanze kuongea kama binadamu ukweli wewe.
Welcome back to some beat of activism matters now, and the 2023 human rights activists have been honored for their exceptional contribution to this society. The awards ceremony was a culmination of a 5-day training for the human rights defenders as part of the annual Human Rights Defenders Academy 2023. During the training, activists received a comprehensive training on digital security management, climate and environmental justice, and physical security management.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Now, Gloria, there is another category that is...
And the governor of Narok County, Patrick Olentutu, has ordered the repair of roads in Narok North, which is one of the county's food baskets. The move is in keeping with his commitment to better road infrastructure for Narok residents. Elsewhere, Machakos Governor Wavinya Ndeti has directed the Department of Education in Machakos to prioritize children from less privileged backgrounds in the award of county education bursaries. This and more stories in our County News Roundup.
Speaking during the burial of Lekuke or Lekirima in Endwati village in Narok North, Governor Olentutu says his government will continue giving 100 million shillings to aid in repairing and maintaining roads to boost transport in the county.
Kuhakikisha kwamba tumeimplement ile 100 million per ward. The 30 ward wameendelea kujenga mashule zao, mabarabara.
Elsewhere, Machakos Governor Wavinya Ndeti, speaking at Machakos People's Park, where she hosted an early Christmas party for children from various rescue centers across the county, called for improvement and access of education in the county, noting it is a fundamental right of children irrespective of their social status.
Kwa hivyo tukipanga maneno ya basari, tuhakikishe hawa watoto tumefanya nini? Every children's home, we should give a check.
In Mombasa County, East Africa Tea Trade Association has donated 1.5 million shillings to the county government of Mombasa to assist flood victims, even as the number of those affected continues to rise.
We decided to come and partner with the county government of Mombasa. We've donated 1.5 million shillings for the disaster, and this is something that we have been doing all along.
Meanwhile, the Kenya Railways Marine School has inaugurated the Standards of Training Certification and Watchkeeping course for seafarers with the certification of 12 graduates at its Kisumu campus. The training, which is being run in collaboration with the International Maritime Organization and Kenya Maritime Authority, seeks to equip seafarers with skills to promote safety on the lake and safeguard the maritime ecosystem.
This launch today and this graduation is a major milestone in our journey towards realizing a sustainable blue economy in the country and expanding its contribution to national development. The Kenya government is focused on efficient utilization of water bodies, including Lake Victoria. In this regard, my ministry has undertaken several initiatives towards revamping the blue economy in this region.
And detectives in Nakuru have impounded a counterfeit consignment of cigarettes worth over 12.4 million shillings. According to Nakuru County Commissioner Royford Kibara, the cigarettes were knitted by a multi-agency team comprising detectives based at the Economic and Commercial Crimes Unit and Kenya Revenue Authority officials.
We have heightened our operations in terms of counterfeit and diversions of these commodities that are supposed to be on transit.
Finally, a section of Maasai men in Kajiado County have embraced family planning despite traditional beliefs and myths that have affected the uptake of family planning in pastoralist communities. This paradigm shift follows elaborate training by a non-governmental organization in Loitoktok on family planning.
Continuous training ya communities ya especially ya wanaume imesaidia sana na imechangia sana wanawake kukubali kutumia upangaji vitu za kupanga uzazi.
Away from the counters, political and corporate leaders have been urged to embrace transformational leadership and mentor youth to embrace servant leadership. This comes as Dr. George Washiuri was honored with 2 honorary doctorate degrees for both philanthropy and servant leadership. Washiuri, using his experience and leadership skills, has been mentoring young entrepreneurs to sharpen their leadership skills and help them grow their businesses.
Is the one who develop other leaders. And I'm calling upon the business owner, the entrepreneurs, wherever you are working, be a person who develop other leaders. Remember, when you develop leaders around you, you as a top leader, you also relax because people are working for you. This award is a wake-up call to many entrepreneurs out there, to the people working for government, that we need to offer transformative leadership, or servant leadership. We need to offer this kind of leadership so that we are able to create opportunities for other people. We are able to build our nation. We are able to create the future of our country.
Mijikenda Kaya elders from Kilifi County are calling for the preservation of their culture for future generations. Speaking during the annual Mijikenda Cultural Day celebrations held at the Magarini Cultural Center, the elders also called on the government to increase funding to the Ministry of Culture, Social Services and Sports.
It was Pom and Kala Eskaya elders from all regions attended the annual fete dressed in full traditional regalia. Here, there was song and dance as they put their best foot forward for a captivating jig. In addition, they also engaged in games such as the ancient Kigogo game. The elders also launched a program to promote creative arts and preserve their cultural heritage at the Magarini Cultural Center to promote tourism.
Sasa sisi tunataka wale wazee, serikali utusaidie. Sisi hatuna la kufanya. Tunaangalia serikali yetu itufanyie mambo na sisi tuboreshe utamaduni wetu.
Kuweka nyumba ambazo nyumba hizo zinaitwa nimbari. Kwa hivyo wamejenga wakafanya modification kwa niaba ya kusaidiwa na mstahiki gavana. Na pili, tuko hapa ili kudumisha ule umoja wetu. Tunataka kubridge up the gap between wale vijana na wazee.
Additionally, they took an issue with the push for focus on the youth in sports and cultural programs, calling for the inclusion of elderly persons.
Try to incorporate different age groups to bridge the gap through playing. This is a role play, because as you play this Kigo, you are able to express yourself, express your views in a nice way without fighting.
Sherehekea utamaduni wetu hasa kwa mchezo wa Kigogo, ambapo imejumuisha sub-counties zote 7. Hivyo ni kuleta umoja kwa wana Kilifi wote.
They also push for more funding from the Ministry of Culture, Social Services and Sports. The elders have vowed to sensitize the community on the importance of preserving their culture.
Tumeanza mikakati ya kuweza kuanza kufanya kampeni ya mambo yetu ya culture, manake sasa ni kama imekufa.
Tilio Marco for Lunchtime News.
All right. Elvis Likoko dominated day 1 of the Bungoma Open Chess Championship and sat at the top of the leaderboard, which with maximum points after winning all his 3 opening matches. Defending champion Elizabeth Kasidi was the best lady after day 1, sitting in position 5 overall, and looks set to retain the title she won last year.
Going into day 2 of the Bungoma Open Chess Championships, Elvis Likoko sat at the top of the table above Philip Singe and Waweru Mugo, who lined up in positions 2 and 3 respectively. Elizabeth Cassidy tops the ladies' standings ahead of Maldeta Glenda and Gloria Jumba, who are 2nd and 3rd respectively. In the under 14 years category, Damian Kibet and Teresa Mata are in total control, having been at their very best on day 1. Wilbur Oduor and Nicola Jaka are the top 2 players of the under 12 category. Raymond Namuyesi and Miriam Parani are the top 2 in the under 10 years category, while John Wisdom and Patricia Wairimu are topping the under 8 years category.
It's an ability, and I thank God and my teacher, Humphrey, for introducing me to this game because it's really fun and I'm happy.
The Bungoma Open is a curtain raiser for the final event of the Chess Kenya 2023 season, the National Chess Championship, which will be held at Charter Hall in Nairobi from the 26th to 30th of this month, and which will see the overall winner drive away in a brand new car. It also provides local junior chess players in the region with a platform to test their skills as Chess Kenya continues with its talent development program across the country. The top winner of the Bungoma Open will pocket a cash prize of 30,000 Kenya shillings. Faith Akinyi for Lunchtime News.
And still on that sports bit, Inter Milan returned to the top of Series A, standing after a 4-0 victory over Udinese. Elsewhere, PSG extended their lead in the League One with a victory over Nantes.
Juventus had knocked Inter off the summit with a victory over Napoli on Friday night, but Inter Milan won 2-1 at Rennes to climb above Nice and into second.
Free header at the back post.
To wrap it up here at KBC and Lunchtime News this Sunday afternoon. Definitely appreciate your valid company. I'm Doreen Arange. Byron Abuli has been my co-anchor. Good afternoon.
Beberu hakutaka kutia sukuko mbele, hakutaka kufanya chochote, na kwa hivyo watu wakawa hawana nafasi.
Ijapokuwa watu wakisema kufundisha watoto watapata kazi wapi?
Our villages and towns are powered by electricity.
How has Kenya fared in the realization of her independence clarion call of eliminating ignorance, poverty and diseases? Kenya at 60, a special KBC coverage beginning Monday, the 4th of December to Jamhuri Day.
Join Save a Life Community, a non-profit organization committed to creating positive change for underprivileged and vulnerable members of our society through community empowerment. Our vision is to lead the way in driving transformational initiatives that uplift those in need. We have provided nourishment to more than 60,000 families, empowered over 4,000 young people through skill building programs, transformed over 1,000 street children into responsible citizens, facilitated complex surgeries for over 1,500 individuals, and provided minor surgeries for over 1,000 others who lacked the means to cover their medical expenses.